So much news has been coming out. Dude, I cannot keep up with it. I literally have to do multiple hours of videos a day because there's just so much to cover and I don't want to miss anything, man. And we're gonna jump into this first situation. This is absolutely disgusting, and it was involving Emiru at Twitchcon, which we all knew was gonna be an absolute disaster, but holy shit. Twitch's biggest, like, normal female streamer was attacked. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. And then we're gonna get into some more Hasan news, because holy shit, it has gotten so much worse. Like, I don't even, I keep saying it's gonna keep getting worse, and it keeps getting worse. But holy shit, how am I this right?
Twitch is officially finished, as their streaming site always seemed unsafe, but that's nothing compared to how at their convention, they essentially served up their top streamer to a predator, as Emiru made her way to this year's TwitchCon, where—
Is she Twitch's biggest streamer? Like, actual biggest streamer out of everybody, or is it just the female streamer?
her and her friends seemed uneasy about doing meet and greets.
The reason I canceled my meet and greet is I don't want to be in the same place for 2 hours.
That's crazy.
Because of people being weird.
That's so
then
crazy.
I'm under contract with them, so I can't cancel one and not cancel the other.
Interesting. Oh,
So I'm sorry.
Dude, Twitch's days are numbered. I'm seeing them circling the drain right now, and it's because of crazy— they're not doing anything about the terrorism on their platform.
my meet and greet because I wanted to keep my show. Surely it'll be
I'm
fine.
sorry, Emmy.
I'm sure everyone will be nice.
But they won't.
I'm
As while
sure it'll be
signing
nice.
something, this disgusting individual is able to walk up and assault her.
Whoa.
Did he kiss her? That's what it looked like. And they just walked him away.
Crazy.
What the fuck? Is this guy arrested? Or is he just allowed to do that? What are you doing, Twitch?
As he then appears to just casually escape. It's terrifying to know how exposed you truly are.
Yeah, and nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen to these insane fucking freaks.
Only after someone takes advantage of that. As sadly, this is the same streamer that got attacked in Santa Monica, where less than 7 months ago, some other stalker attacked her and her friends there.
Hey, stop! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What? Get away from me. Security, please, please!
As obviously the girls were pretty shaken up, just realizing how defenseless they truly are and what little local law enforcement can do to protect them. So you'd wonder if they'd bolster their teams with a bodyguard. But tragically, she just talked about how TwitchCon banned her private security.
I had a security guard 2 years ago where there was a guy following me around TwitchCon, and he like asked him to stop multiple times. My guard asked him and the guy wouldn't stop, so he grabbed the guy, but he didn't like hurt him. He was just holding the guy until like the con security came. And then for some reason they're like, yeah, because your security guard touched him, he's like permabanned from the venue forever.
Wow. Twitch wouldn't do anything. It's like they want this kind of thing to happen. Or they're just that incompetent. It could be both. I don't know. What are they doing? It's just getting worse.
So Twitch, knowing that she has a history of stalkers, not only from the live streams they cash in on, but the last TwitchCon they ran. And in response, they took measures to protect the predators from her security. Obviously, these live stream girls don't feel comfortable doing these events.
What is with the leftoids and punishing regular people because crazy people want to be fucking insane? What is with that? Why are they so for crazy people crashing out and hurting regular people? It's so frustrating, dude.
Openly admitting it on Twitch, but in order to keep their show, they need to surrender their security and basically be served up to whatever predators Twitch's product attracts. As just over a week ago, they promised the presence of armed law enforcement, since several of their streamers expressed concerns over their—
Okay, armed law enforcement. Where were they? For their top streamer. What's going on here?
physical safety, with Asmongold outright saying women should not attend this event, where Tectone pointed out if they can't even moderate their own website, how are they going to moderate real life? as even I thought about going to Twitchcon this year, but after hearing Asmongold, Tectone, and even Hasan were worried about being assaulted, and keep in mind these are all 6'3" plus large individuals, I figured they know more about it than me, so I stayed home too, as Twitch claimed they'd keep you safe, saying they have world-class teams protecting attendees, partnering with San Diego PD and other law enforcement agencies, but
Well, where were they? Where were they?
somehow all Emiru got were these two completely useless individuals, only able to get
Like, dude, San Diego. California, of course.
there after the attack, as they were positioned a whole way away, letting her attacker easily escape.
Yeah, I think California likes it when people get hurt, and they like when crazy people crash out. They like criminals. They won't arrest them because they like them.
Now, they did make us
Probably because the people who run California are themselves criminals. And the people who run Twitch are insane leftoids.
statement about the attack.
They are evil.
Saying the individual responsible for allowing the situation to occur has been removed from their position, then went right back into acting like business as usual. I
Yup.
wouldn't be surprised if this girl
Dude, these corporate garbage freaks. I bet they just wanted to save money. I bet that was it.
and her entire team outright quit overnight, and nobody would blame them because they're literally putting their life on the line for Twitch. All this posturing like you'll protect these girls, seemingly forcing them into uncomfortable situations.
They're not going to do anything about it, and guess what? It's going to get worse. And it might not even get worse as in more people are going to crash out. I think it's going to get worse that maybe that happens, and more people will realize that it's happening because of Twitch, and they're going to be pulling out. And people are already pulling out. And even with their top streamer complaining about Twitch itself.
By dangling their shows in front of them and then banning their personal security guards, this carefully curated scenario couldn't be any more pro-pervert if they tried. As the most fucked up part about all of this is, what if this wasn't just a pervert? What if this was like what happened to that singer Christina Grimmie,
Yup.
where at a meet and greet, an insane fan shot her? Twitch can talk about all the world-class security they want, but absolutely nobody should trust anything they say. So hopefully Emiru and her team get all the help they need. They sue Twitchcon for every cent they have, ensuring she never has to stream on that insane platform.
That's another thing. She has these people that are being attacked, like Emiru, they have to sue Twitch. But they're not gonna. Nobody ever sues Twitch. I don't understand it. It's like, oh man, I really don't want to get involved in it. And like, you know, I just want to pretend that it didn't happen and just move on from it. And it's just like, bro, that kind of attitude, that kind of energy is just going to cause more of it to happen because people have realized, oh, nothing will happen to me. I could just keep being a criminal fucking freak.
Ever again, and Amazon finally goes in and cleans house at Twitch.
That's not going to happen because Amazon doesn't care. They just like to make money from Twitch. And I don't think that... So, I think Amazon is making money from Twitch, but Twitch is not profitable still. I don't know. It's a weird situation. Almost like they're taking funny money from international terrorist organizations. And that's why they're in such support of all of this criminal activity. Why they are against women. And why they keep supporting every fucking terrorist group.
Hey guys. Hopefully I can get to this video without being too angry. It's midnight where I'm at.
Same.
Twitch
Same.
just started about 3 hours ago. I have been warning absolutely everyone not to go. Every single person. I told
Oh, but Tectone, this is just one guy and nothing actually happened.
all
Like, nobody got hurt.
of my friends. I told all of my viewers. I told everybody to please not go to TwitchCon. I even, one great conversation that came to mind is a very at-length discussion I had with a good friend of mine, Makari, and I explained to him my concern for him going to TwitchCon, and thankfully he listened, as well as many of my viewers, if not all of my viewers, are not attending TwitchCon right now, and a lot of my streamer friends are not going as well, of which I will not name, because if you're friends with me, people don't like you, which is...
It's so insane. If anybody doesn't like Tectone, or doesn't like Asmongold, for the same reasons that Hasan doesn't like Tectone and Asmongold, you can go fuck yourself. And I can get on board with people don't like him because they don't agree with him, or they think that he goes too hard and he's a little bit too mean. Sure. But if you don't like him because you think that he is a rapist or anything along those lines, go fuck yourself.
Fun. If you haven't seen by now, the reason why I'm very angry is because a very good friend of mine did a podcast with her, was a part of OTK with her, someone who I respect very much, someone who has been very kind to me my entire time since I've known them. A streamer by the name of Emiru got sexually assaulted at TwitchCon by a deranged fan on camera in front of a crowd with...
In before this was staged. I guarantee you people are going to start acting like this was staged for publicity. Miss me with that shit.
Security guards there, and no one prevented it. Nobody. Twitch Dan Clancy wants to talk about increased security measures. They want to talk about how this TwitchCon will be different. And the worst thing is, people look at me and they say I'm crazy, that I'm delusional, that I'm imagining things, and time after time I get proven right.
Same? Yep.
Doesn't help that certain retard streamers like Mizkif have completely obliterated my reputation for the past 4 years, and day after day I have to
Oh, we're gonna talk about Mizkif in this video, by the way. Because Asmongold made a video about Mizkif, and it's fucking bad.
Double the shit that's been put on me due to streamers like that, where people have a harder time listening and paying attention to the very clear warnings that I give people, because I'm a very careful individual, and I've made a couple mistakes in my life, but I really try to absorb all the information from every angle, especially when it comes to safety and security. Sorry if I'm a little bit different right now. I am violently shaking with anger, and I'm trying to not yell.
I get it. This, like, if anybody says that he's being over the top right now, this was literally one of his closest friends. Legitimately. I would be worse. I wouldn't be able to hold my anger in. I probably would explode.
If you're a streamer, if you're a viewer, leave TwitchCon now. Get out. This happened within the first 3 hours.
How long does TwitchCon go on for? Is it days? Yeah, 3 days. It goes on for 3 days.
You are not.
It's gonna get worse.
You're just not.
Yeah, something insane is bound to happen. Unless they completely crack down with security.
You're not. This needs to be the last TwitchCon that ever happens. They need to shut this shit down, and to be honest, I think they should absolutely get sued for not being able to ensure the safety of the streamers when they say,
Yeah, not just because, oh, well, we couldn't get enough security. Literally banned Emiru's security for being security.
hey, come meet this streamer right here. Because you want to know why it's so bad, guys? You want to know the worst part? Emiru had a security guard 2 years ago that attended TwitchCon, where another fan was attempting to sexually assault her, and the security guard stopped him. But because Twitch official head staff didn't agree with the way that he stopped him, which by the way was just him putting his hands on him and making it to where he couldn't leave while the police arrived, they permanently banned him.
Yep. That's California for you. If this would have been in like, they at least need to move it. They need to move it somewhere like Texas or Arkansas or like Tennessee or somewhere where you can actually fucking defend yourself.
From ever being a part of TwitchCon again. So the security guard that did their job to make sure that Emmy was safe was banned, meaning the fault of this lies entirely on Dan Clancy's head and Twitch's head. I want to speak directly to Dan right now. You are a fucking buffoon. You are a moron. You can't moderate your own site. You think that you can moderate?
Oh, he can moderate his own site. I think that he's perfectly capable of at least getting some people to do it. But he won't. Because I think that he's taking funny money to allow all of this crazy, terrorist-like things to happen. Really pushing into real fucking terrorism at this point. Because it seems like it's just so perfect how all of this lines up to be terrorism and allowing for it. Because this was so easily preventable to the point where it seems like they want this kind of thing to happen more and more. So they have somebody to blame for all of the crazy shit happening in the world. It's not them that's allowing the crazy shit. No, it's the people doing the crazy shit. Well, guess what? It's both.
A live event? The security around there is a joke. I want to remind you, NMP and Wake Wilder were also sexually assaulted by a fan last year. You were letting streamers run amok, push other streamers into fucking moving trains. And you did nothing. The idea of one of my viewers getting hurt because you won't just admit your incompetence drives me fucking insane. You run defense and actively promote.
Dude, I can feel the anger coming out of the screen right now. Like, he's making me feel, like, enraged.
Hasan, a terrorist supporter, a guy who has encouraged his viewers to kill people in the streets. Twitch.
Yeah, and who lies about people being rapists, this guy right here on the screen that's talking. Because they want people to hurt people that they don't like.
I'm not sure if you're even aware of this, but he's currently dog whistling for his audience to kill me right now.
Yep.
And you're doing nothing.
Yep. It basically, always calling for violence and then lies about a guy being a rapist. It really seems like that's the way it's going.
Now, I would like to make it very clear, I'm not afraid. I can deal with whatever comes my way. I'm not worried about me.
Yeah, because he's a Christian. That's we got plot armor.
I'm worried about other people. Because you're allowing this to continue, this behavior to continue. You pick and choose favorites for who you want to ban or unban. let us not forget I got banned for 2 weeks for calling Froba the fat fuck retard fat. I got banned for 2 weeks for Denims, the person who believes that intellect is sexually transmitted by how many dudes she sucks the dick of.
But Hasan Piker literally dogfighting on stream, laughing about his dog getting hurt. Nothing happens to that guy. The only time he got banned was for 1 day on his day off. Like, it's so fucking obvious what's going on here. I don't think they can ban him, because I think funding will be pulled from the terrorist organizations that fund Twitch right now.
Got banned for 2 weeks for calling her a whore. And these people falsely accused me of being a fucking rapist. And you've let it go on for years. How do you know the terrorist organizations are funding Twitch?
Leftists are in a terrorist organization. Democrats is a terrorist organization.
Years.
Leftoids are in a fucking death cult, man. They're out for blood.
The amount of complete baseless lies you've allowed to be slung towards me, towards my friends like Asmongold, Nux, just to name a few, is fucking sickening. You are incompetent. You are a joke of a platform. And by the way, when I do come back to streaming, I could say, fuck Twitch, not gonna stream there. I'm gonna make sure that I stream there every time to let your viewers know live that your website is a piece of shit, and make sure to convert as many people off that platform to somewhere else.
Damn, I think I should probably start streaming to Twitch too and doing the same thing. Just shit all over Twitch while I'm streaming there. Be like, hey guys, I see all you guys are watching me on Twitch. You should move over to Kick or YouTube or Rumble. Preferably Rumble.
I cannot believe it has been 3 hours and something awful has already happened. Guys, you're in San Diego.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for more news to come out for other crazy shit happening.
Do something else. Go to the zoo. Go hang out at Round 1. Go to an arcade. Go hit some, I don't know, a fucking bar. Go to one of the content creators like fucking houses and just chill there. At TwitchCon, you are not safe. Yes, guys, can you believe that a website that feeds off of parasocials, and then they say, hey, all these women that you think that you're dating because you're tier 3 subbing to them, yeah, you can just go meet them in person. And we banned all the good security guards because they did their fucking jobs. What the fuck?
It almost seems like it's on purpose because it's just so fucking perfect. It's just a perfect situation for these people to crash out and do crazy shit and for people to get hurt and assaulted and killed.
I mean, genuinely, what the fuck? Make sure you guys go and express your anger towards this. Hashtag cancel TwitchCon would be great. Hashtag fuck Twitch. Hashtag fire Dan Clancy. Would be.
I don't think hashtag fuck Twitch will go over well, but the other two, definitely.
Great. Because an injustice like this cannot go unpunished. There is no way. This is...
Guess what? I don't think anything's going to happen. I think this is just going to keep going the way it's going, and it's just going to keep spiraling out of control and getting so much worse because everything keeps getting so much worse.
Fucking insane. This is disgusting.
And everybody's just going to pretend it didn't happen, and you're going to start seeing people saying that it was staged. Guaranteed. I could see Hasan saying it was staged just because Emiru is tied to Tectone and Asmongold. That's probably why Twitch allowed it to happen in the first place, is because she's friends with Asmongold and Tectone.
I am beyond furious that such a simple issue could have been solved if Twitch got their head out of their ass and did the right thing for fucking once, but they didn't. They fired the security guard because he did his job. And this is what happened. Twitch, you're fucking with the wrong people and you're promoting the wrong people. Genuinely. And it's at this level that I have
Yep. All the people that are at the top are defending terrorism. Nothing's being done, even from the government level. And they did investigate. And it's like, what are they doing? What the fuck are they doing? They want to go after people on the streets. How about we go after the propagandists who are behind this shit in the first place?
to assume that what you're doing is intentional. And it sucks because I feel guilt. Because maybe I should have warned people more. Maybe I should have tried harder.
Yeah, being the only giant voice saying this besides Asmongold. I mean, like, there's just a few people that I heard this from. Nobody else said shit. And I follow pretty much everything that's happening on X.
To get people to not go. But you know what they always do? Move on, bro. Nobody cares. This guy's delusional. This guy's still going on about this? Well,
Hasan has literally said he doesn't care if people get raped. So who cares if Emiru gets sexually assaulted? Who cares, right? Like, this is the kind of energy that they're going with.
well, guys, I stayed consistent with what I was saying about Hasan, and thankfully today he had a full-on mental breakdown on stream because that guy's a piece of fucking shit.
Wah! That's all I hear from Hasan whenever he crashes out.
And that's what happens when I'm allowed to remain consistent. So to all of those who don't mind me beating a fucking dead horse, thank you, because at least some type of progress happens.
Yeah, the only progress that's going to happen is Twitch is just going to further collapse their platform and double down and probably get worse about the terrorism support, because that's all that's going to be left. All of the good people are going to leave. And all that you're going to have left are shills, freaks, and terrorism.
Sorry.
Same.
Bad things happen to good people.
Well,
Stay safe out there, guys.
yeah, bad things happen to good people here on Earth. Definitely. But, you know, Tectone's a Christian. He knows what happens at the end of this story. We are all meant to suffer so we can have the ultimate reward. It's all a test, I guess. Fuck, man. Well, let's move on to the Hasan news. That was some crazy shit. And then we're going to talk about Mizkif, if anybody's still stuck around by the time we get through all this Hasan news. I've got a link down there in the comments. You should definitely click it. Donate to the famous Folly farm. It's not really called that, but, you know, that's what I'm going to call it because I am the one taking the donations for it. It goes directly to the farm. Even though they go to me, it goes to the farm. So you should definitely click that. It helps out so much, man. We're trying to build community here. We're trying to do really cool things here. And yes, I stole that slogan from Nick Nocturnal. So click the link.
Welcome back to a series so electric. Even Benjamin Franklin subscribed.
Hey.
In today's video, Hasan is having an unhinged meltdown, saying he's going to quit streaming and go offline.
I hope he does.
Blaming
He's not gonna do that. He's just crashing out. He's just trying to make a scene, and everybody's talking about it. So good for him, I guess.
woke leftists for canceling him for zapping his dog. Asmongold has responded absolutely loving this. Hasan has been confronted in an interview with TMZ where he says every single one of his excuses. He somehow found a way to play victim after he mistreated his dog. Hasan is now trying to appeal to women, trying to gain their sympathy in the controversy. Ethan has apparently exposed Valkyrie's relationship with Hasan.
Oh,
Twitch
shit,
is
what?
now participating in the cover-up, deleting comments. The FaZe guys are testing shock collars and are shocked.
Yes! More of this, please. I want to see these people humiliating themselves wearing shock collars. It's so great. I love it so much.
And how much it hurts even at low settings. Jellywig is confused why people are hating on him. Idiot streamers are giving their horrible takes. Subscribe for
Dude, Ludwig knows exactly why people are hating on him. He's just lying. He's just trying to manipulate. What a piece of shit. And you know what? Guess what? Terrorism supporter!
the best cinema you will ever see. Everybody's a fan, I'm telling ya.
Let's up those numbers!
Now,
at this point, everybody who knows who and what Hasan is, everybody around him knows what he's about. At least online. I don't know, is he lying and manipulating and everything that he says online is not what he believes in real life? Doesn't matter, because he's putting that energy out into the world and people are taking that energy and using it. Actual fucking death cult, man.
let's begin. Alrighty, last time on Dragon Ball Z. So Hasan summoned Zeus on his dog.
Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
Right, so let's go down the updated excuse list. Her dew claw got stuck. I was reaching for a Zin, not a remote. It's a vibration-only collar, not a shock collar. Wait, actually, it's far-right and Israel propaganda. Okay, actually, shock collars are a good thing, but I only used it on myself. Okay, wait, it's actually a dog gate button. Okay, it's actually a shock collar, guys, but I, as a multi-millionaire, DIY removed it and put tape on it in order to only use the vibrate function. Okay, actually, the dog wasn't even wearing the collar, guys. Okay, actually, it's the woke leftist's fault. And that brings us to today. Hasan is having a complete unhinged meltdown. Hasan is crashing out, saying he would have gone away if he wasn't so stubborn and that the most annoying people are his 40-month subscribers.
I can't stand any of you dumb in this goddamn chat. Oh my fucking god, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I hate everything that's going on.
Welcome to the club. But I think he's just saying this as a manipulation. Because at this point, literally everything that he says is a lie and a manipulation. Why would I believe him now when he's crashing out on the left? I think he's trying to pull some slightly lefty right-wingers like myself in, and I'm not falling for it. Even if that's not what he's doing, I don't care. Dude actually supports terrorism, shocks his dog, lies about it, which shocking your dog isn't that big a deal. But the way that he does it, because there is a wrong way and a right way to use a shock collar, which I don't agree with using a shock collar at all. Tying your dog to the bed for hours and hours as training, locking your dog in a cage with another dog that's, you know, trying to fight your dog and wants out itself. They both want out and they are fighting and you're laughing about it, saying you like when your dog gets hurt. It's cute. What the fuck is going on, dude? Twitch is so fucked.
Every single fucking day of the goddamn week. I hate my life. I hate fucking streaming. I hate socialism. I hate every single fucking person who thinks that the peak of activism is just being the most annoying, holier than thou, the most ultimately woke leftist. You did it. You did it. You have unlocked fucking nihilism within me, okay? I am black-pilled. Nothing will ever get better. We are never...
Yeah, he doesn't care about anything. And he hasn't cared about anything. That's why he doesn't care about lying. He doesn't care that everybody thinks he's a liar.
We're gonna make it out.
He just wants his image to look good. He wants to be perceived as really cool and smart and awesome.
Can't even have a normal fucking non-hostile goddamn conversation on any of these issues. Everybody just simply wants to fucking chirp into the wind because they have no power and they recognize their utter powerlessness in the face of unjustifiable constructs that we fucking exist under. And the best possible fucking thing you can do is just be goddamn annoying, okay?
Oh, he's annoyed.
Oh, God.
He's slightly annoyed. whenever he supports women being raped, Jews being killed in the streets, actual terrorism. Antifa isn't a terrorist organization. Sings Bella Ciao whenever Charlie Kirk got shot in the neck. Go fuck yourself, dude. We all see you.
On.
Oh my god, this man is so cooked, bro. His last remaining brain cell just actively combusted right there. I never thought I'd ever hear Hasan say, I hate the left, I hate socialism, I hate woke leftists. I mean, this is the exact community you have cultivated, right? This group of purity checkers where they must
Yeah, congratulations. You fucked yourself.
Examine your every move, like whether you're drinking Coke on stream or something, or cancel you for drinking coffee.
And guess what? It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get so much worse, dude.
Except, this is the one instance in which they are actually right to purity test you, because you shouldn't be mistreating your dog. That is a universal offense that everybody just hates. Also, he says, I hate my life, I hate streaming. I mean, we know, buddy, we can tell. It cannot be fun to go live 10 hours a day, just having complete unhinged meltdowns and having that as your community, the most toxic cesspool, right? I'm telling you, you know, you just gotta take my advice at this point and quit. You're no longer wanted as this political commentator, this on-the-ground journalist, this purveyor of truth or whatever. You cannot be trusted. You're a pathological liar. Give up your dog to someone who can actually love her and take care of her and retire from streaming. The world would be a better place. You would have more fun. You would actually have more fun, actually enjoy your millions of dollars and just get away from the internet, dude. It is bad for you. It is bad for society. Right, so then he says he wants to quit, but he's too stubborn, and then he starts blaming his 40-month subscribers.
Right when the reporter is...
By the way, when you do a bunch of evil shit constantly throughout your life, like, your life is going to be miserable, even if you technically have all of the things. Money doesn't buy happiness. They always have said this throughout time.
Asking you about optimism? I want to fucking... I want to just shut it off, dude. I want to shut everything off.
Then do it. What's stopping you? Why are you staying? Why are you here? Like, at this point, I'm just baffled why, like, he keeps doing all this shit to himself.
I just want to go away. If I wasn't so goddamn stubborn, I would have a long time ago. Oh my lord, dude.
What do you mean stubborn? What does that even mean? What, he wants more people to be terrorist supporters? So he has to be stubborn so he can convert more people to his death cult?
Dude, I 100% think you should someday go on sub-only mode. What do you mean? The most annoying people are literally like the 40-month subscribers. The person that caused me to fucking spiral just now is Hidejo Offliner or whatever. And that is like a routine nuisance and an offliner in this community. Okay? He is a consistent voice of nuisance. Okay? What are you talking about?
And he's not going to ban him. Why? Because money.
The people that actually brick me, the people that actually cause me to fucking spiral out of control are all...
They're not causing you to spiral, you fucking ingrate. You're causing yourself to spiral because you are constantly lying and spewing bullshit and in support of violence. It's just like, of course you're gonna go insane because all of that shit is insane.
Always the people that have been in this fucking community for years who never shut the fuck up. I have banned him before. It's literally just like, I'm not even singling him out.
Okay, I love how we've got to this point. I know I say it a lot too when I say ban, and really what we're talking about is suspend. But really, banning somebody means they don't come back. I think maybe you should block the person. Maybe that's what you should do, because these people are insane. All of them. Everybody, like, why would you even give money to somebody who's got millions of dollars and lives in a mansion? What is wrong with you? Give the money to me. Down there in my PayPal in the comments. It goes directly to the farm. You'll be awesome. I'll love you.
Just one example, but this happens all the fucking time, bro. Anyway, one of the worst aspects of like this kind of gathering online is that I think people don't behave like this in the real world. That's unironically what I was talking about. That's why I have so much hope for the future of America when I'm out in the fucking streets, right? Because I see...
Yeah, they don't behave like that against you. And also, yes, they fucking do. You just didn't go to the area where people behave like that. Literally, there was like a giant puff of smoke behind them a block away where where people were actually committing terrorist acts. And you knew it. So you stayed away from that area and pretended like the area you were in is where the actual chaos was that wasn't happening. But really, you just weren't around the chaos and you lied about it. You fucking piece of shit.
Grandparents, and I see kids, and I see regular ass folk that see right from wrong, and they say, fuck this. What do you mean? You're just like kidnapping my neighbors. Get the fuck out of here. And they protest, and that gives me confidence. And then when I go back to the internet and I get fucking yelled at by a bunch of screenager iPad babies who are 38 years old, who think that the most like radical socialist position is to constantly chirp in a fucking Twitch streamer's chat and hyper scrutinize everything.
That doesn't make any sense. Screenager iPad babies, 38-year-olds. I don't think iPads were around whenever these people were teenagers. What the fuck are you talking about?
And then like refuse to
understand. That's not even a good insult.
Understand like broader points, okay? Refuse to be open-minded. Then I'm blackpilled again. It's virtually impossible not to be blackpilled if you're online all the fucking time. Everything that we do here is so bad. It's so fucking bad.
Oh my.
I am Christ-pilled.
My God, I never thought this would happen. He's starting to get it. Yes, Hasan, that's what we've all been saying. Everything you do here is bad. He is so close. He is so close to actually understanding.
Dude, I am waiting for him to just give up, just stream with Asmongold and Tectone. Apologize, turn it around. It's so easy. Literally, it's so easy. Just start streaming with Asmongold and Tectone. The people that you hate the most. Like, it would explode. The internet would break. But he can't do that because it'll make his audience angry.
This is the one situation that is actually getting through to Hasan. He said he just wants to shut it off and go away. Yes, please. Oh my God, you almost had it, bro. Bro was so close to actually finding lasting peace and happiness, but the devil on his shoulder just keeps yapping and won't let him, bro. Dude, this is like that episode in Vinland Saga where Thorfinn finally decides, hey, I'm not gonna kill people anymore. I'm not gonna be motivated by bad things and revenge, and I'm actually gonna be a peaceful person. This could be Hasan's peaceful arc, but it's...
I still haven't seen Vinland Saga, and I need to. I heard that season 2 slaps, dude. Like, there's no action in it, and you know what? I am not really that much into action anime anymore. I like action in my anime, but, like, I'm more into the story.
Like he's making the wrong decision. You've seen the anime, bro. Come on. Take some lessons. Also, I just love how he's blaming his 40-month subs now. Wow, yeah, dude. I wonder why your subscribers are so annoying. I just wonder why. Why would Hasan's subscribers be insufferable and annoying, guys? Any guesses? Also, I just don't understand why you can't just ban them. I mean, he said that, oh, I tried banning them. Like, if they're a 40-month subscriber, they'd have to make another account and subscribe to you again, and then you can just ban that one as well. If someone is annoying you for literal years, apparently in your offline chat, what the heck? I mean, obviously just ban them, get rid of them, but I assume he can't do that now because it's his entire community turning on him, and it's the people that were most loyal to him. This is the only situation that is broken through to Hasan's community, because normally, if it's something involving politics...
Who knew that if you are pro-terrorism and you get a bunch of people who also have that same mindset, who are a bunch of leftoid freaks, that they would be a bunch of morons and leftoid freaks? That's crazy. It's almost as if everything we've been saying the entire time is true. And everything that Hasan and his orbiters and his defenders and his audience have been saying is fucking stupid and insane.
They are too politically brain rotted, and they'll be like, oh, well, I have to be a radical leftist. I have to agree with every single thing he says. But this is the only situation where it's a doggo. You can't resist the doggo, of course, right? And this is exactly what we've been waiting for.
Or that's what it's all about. Woo!
People responded, most annoying people are his 40-month subscribers. True. No lie detected. It's because he can't just utterly dismiss those people as right-wingers or outsiders or whatever. Oh, he can. He can. And I'm sure he will. He'll be like, oh, you're so deranged. You've been subscribed to me for 3 years. You're definitely, you know, an agent of Israel or something. So he hates everything is about. I mean, I guess. Yeah, basically. I mean, of course, is anybody surprised? This is a deeply, deeply miserable person who hates their life completely. And he's admitted it now. He's had a complete breakdown and finally admitted it. It's funny, he's saying what everyone's been thinking because of him. Hasan is the epitome of holier.
Yeah. If you speak of the devil, then the devil shall appear. That's what kind of situation is going on here, man. When you spout evil, then evil will succumb you and overcome you, and it'll overtake you. You won't you will not be left alone. You will not have peace as long as there is evil within you and around you.
Thou, hence the inability to admit fault. He and his community have been purity spiraling for the last 3+ years. Exactly, this is what they did to Ethan because he disagreed with them 1%. He decided.
Yep, step out of line an inch, they'll have your head.
To not support literal terrorists, right? And he completely agreed with disavowing Israel and disavowing Netanyahu and all of this stuff. He completely agreed with them. He just chose not to support terrorists, and suddenly he's this horrible bad guy that needs to be canceled, right? And of course, eventually they are eating Hasan. Right, so then Asmongold responded,
I can't stand any of you dumb fucks in this goddamn chat. Oh my fucking god, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I hate everything that's going on every single day of the goddamn week.
The funny thing is that I say almost all of these same things.
Woke leftist.
Yeah, true.
You did it. You have unlocked the nihilism within me, okay?
Yes! The most annoying people are your own subs.
Come on, let's get that string going, bro. Asmongold and Hasan Piker together. Let's go. Come on, please. We already see them on the screen together all the time. If they would like actually interact as a show, like, you know, The Leftovers was, let's get Asmongold and Hasan. We don't want to see two lefties who disagree on something and then one of the lefties disagrees with the complete narrative of all the other lefties and then they have his head. No, let's have the right winger that everybody on the left hates, and let's have the left winger that everybody on the right hates, and let's combine forces. And dude, it will absolutely destroy the internet.
Yes, you've cultivated these people.
People are literally like the 40-month subscribers.
Yes.
The person
he saw the clip.
And an offliner in this community, okay? He is a consistent voice of nuisance, okay?
There's a person that's in his offline chat that's...
Dude, I cannot believe that Hasan is actually coming around to everything that we've been saying, and I still think that it's a lie and a manipulation.
Always starting trouble, and he finally fucking snapped.
Is to constantly chirp in a Twitch streamer's chat.
He's so close. This is actually the saddest shit. To inspire your audience to a step towards a brighter future, look at his face. God damn. Well, I mean...
Yeah, he looks absolutely
he's
miserable.
Starting to realize. I mean, he is. He's starting to realize it.
I just love how it wasn't any of us that could actually get through to him. In the end, it had to be his own subscribers turning on him. People who have watched him for years, adoringly.
Yeah, and he goes online and he just cannot get away from he can't get away from himself. He keeps seeing his own face online. And usually when he sees his face, it's in the mirror or in pictures where he's, you know, all sprawled out and looking sexy with his pubes hanging out. And he's like, yeah, I look so good. But now when he goes online, it's just all about him and it's all bad shit. Like, I could imagine that takes a toll on you, but whoops, you did it to yourself, you fucking idiot.
Supporting the terrorists alongside him, right? But the dog is too far, right? I mean, I still don't get their logic or their, you know, escalating moral boundaries, but whatever. I'll take it. I'll take what we can get here. Moving on to Hasan's interview with TMZ, and he has come up with the latest new excuse, the updated list. Hasan denied all Collargate accusations to TMZ.
The clip itself looks terrible because it looks like where I'm like looking back to give her a place command, it looks like I'm moving around where all.
Why? Why would he do this? Is he trying to get all the bullshit leftist news sites to be on his side? Because that's just gonna make everything worse. Regular people don't give a shit about TMZ. TMZ is for actual brain dead morons. Like, what do you think this is gonna do? This makes everything worse. He just keeps making all of the wrong decisions. Dude, the left is actually broken. They're actually so fucking retarded. It's baffling. I am perplexed. It actually blows my mind.
My Zintins are, ironically enough. And then she yelps. And she's getting back up onto the bed. In the process of getting back up onto the bed, she yelps in that moment. And every now and then, she snags her claw onto something like a dew claw, or she steps on something funny. Sometimes when I'm wrestling with her, she'll give off like a little yelp, or sometimes when she's playing with other dogs, she'll give off a yelp.
Dude, just the way he's saying it sounds like bullshit. Like I don't get it, man. It's like he's really, really trying so hard to defend himself. And if you think that, I don't get why he's even got to defend himself. If he thinks so hard, so adamantly that he was in the right here, then who cares? Move on. Why do you got to keep talking about it?
She wasn't even wearing like the vibration collar that's in contention now. Like everyone was like, this is not, you know, he definitely shocked her. Like on that day, she just had like a regular collar. She has a bunch of different collars.
Then why'd you show the shock collar and say this is the collar? Did you do that to make people freak out? Because if that's the case, then you're a fucking idiot. Or if you did it referring to a different clip that you saw, you should have showed that clip that you were referring to, because holy shit, bro. What were you thinking?
What were they thinking?
There's like a phi collar, there's a vibration collar for reinforcing her training, or most importantly for walking around when I'm like out in the park or when I'm hiking or anything like that. When I take her on long walks, I like to let her roam. I like to let her run around. And if she's super far away where she can't hear me, or if her attention is elsewhere.
Dude, this is so hard to listen to. So hard. He's taken all of the things that he was coming up with day by day, and he's combined them all together into this one story. He sounds like me when I was 10 years old, trying not to get in trouble with my grandpa. And all of the things that I came up with in my head, I just strung them all together as one big story of how I was actually not in the wrong.
You know, if she's like chasing a squirrel or something, the vibration.
Yep, and then you add these extra details that nobody cares about, like, oh, she like chasing a squirrel or something.
It's supposed to communicate alongside with like your voice. That's what it's used for. And right now,
why can't you just do that with a snap like me? That's all I got to do. It was so easy to train my dog, and like literally every dog that I've ever had on snaps. It's not just like my dog right now is particularly smarter than all other dogs. No. It's just you're a fucking moron, dude. Come on. Holy shit.
I would say like all of my social media, like wherever I am on the internet, people are just like, you're a dog abuser. I'm going to come and I'm going to steal your dog. I'm going to kidnap your dog. That's one of the most insane, like, I mean, yeah, here.
That I literally didn't see any of that shit. I know what he's talking about, and he's lying and misconstruing it and manipulating, and TMZ's not gonna go check. They're just gonna be like, oh, Hasan said this, and then people will read it and be like, oh, this must be fact. This was happening because Hasan said it. TMZ reported it. No, people were saying, hey, man, I'll take your dog. Or like, hey, man, you don't want to take care of your dog? I will take it at this address. You know, like Milo Yiannopoulos. Like, you could send your dog to this address. I will take care of your dog for you. There's a duck at my door. can hear them flapping around. There's ducks and guineas and chickens outside right now. I think it's about the tornado outside, man. Wind is so heavy, the clouds are heavy, it's dark. Oh boy. Hope my power doesn't go out in the middle of me making videos. That would suck. All right.
Just now, like 6 minutes ago, are you the dog abuser guy? Right? Like, it's always, that's basically what's going on. And it's understandable, but there are definitely people who are like actively pushing this to drive home some kind of.
Yeah, because for some reason, this is the story that gains traction instead of the terrorism support
narrative and
the violent rhetoric, literal calling for violence.
Has been a little weird to deal with, like people who like sincerely are going like, you are a dog abuser and you must.
Okay, first, I've said it a million times before if you've watched the series, and I'll say it again. Any sort of violence or threats are completely disavowed, okay? The worst I want.
Yeah, normal people know this. Anybody who is actually saying this stuff is a violent freak, and they're just as bad as the leftoids.
Hasan is for him to be banned on Twitch for violating TOS and potentially arrested if found guilty under the law. Both of those things I would want for any other person. Hasan is not special, okay, in this regard. It just so happens that he has multiple infractions and seems to be completely protected, right? Twitch will not take action on him. Second off, he's obviously playing victim here again. Buddy, if you're gonna do horrible shit on the internet and say a bunch of unhinged shit like supporting terrorists and apparently zapping your dog on stream, of course people are going to be mean to you on the internet. That is literally what happens all the time in any controversy. And also, it's hilarious coming from him. Have you seen what your own fans do to other people? Literally last video, they were threatening to grape and unalive a girl who simply...
And this is just one girl that for some reason got a lot of traction, probably because she's very, you know, I can fix her energy.
Criticized you. She was a subscriber of your channel, and they were still threatening her with all of this stuff. And also, you, yourself, threatened to neck people, K. Rick Scott, murder those capitalist mother flippers. Like, you are the ones sending these...
Let their blood soak in the streets or something like that is what he said.
These threats out, and then when...
No, let the streets soak in their capitalist bloods, dude, is what he said. In Minecraft.
It comes back on you, you cry and you play victim and you say people are becoming so unhinged about it. Like, dude, you have brought this upon yourself. This is exactly the energy you spread.
Violence begets violence. That's what happens, man.
Right, so he got completely exposed, and now his new excuse is she just yelps all the time, guys. My dog just cries all the time. The whiny baby, the spoiled dog. Oh, if she's playing with other dogs, she yelps. Oh, if she's playing with me, she yelps. She gets her claw stuck, she yelps. Buddy, first off, it is not normal for your dog to yelp that much, so many times or whatever consistently. That is probably from some underlying issue, or she's probably in pain, or you're lying. That's a possibility, and considering your track record, you're probably lying, right? And she probably only yelps when she actually...
Maybe you should just tell the truth about things. Like, seriously. Because when you lie about so much shit constantly, and are a terrorist supporter, and you lie about it, then, you know, everybody's just gonna assume that you're lying about everything. It's the boy who cried wolf. And he cried wolf over and over and over and over and over again.
He feels genuine pain like you freaking zapping her. And still he refuses to give additional information to confirm the story, like the model, the receipt for when he purchased the model, when he did it, exactly why he decided to show the color even though that wasn't the color, like a bunch of things that can be cleared up, but of course he refuses to because he knows he's guilty. You're watching a serial liar in real time code switch for a different audience who isn't as clued into the situation in hopes that they'll never look too deep into it. We need Asmongold, Tectone to give the actual story, or me, of course. By the way, if any of you encounter like a Hasan fan or somebody who's like, oh, you know, defending Hasan, or, you know, they're not sure what the story is, direct them to my videos. I mean, if you sit through the entirety of my videos...
Yeah, they won't. They don't do that. I've tried. I have tried to get the people that jump down in my comments I've tried to get them on board, and I've tried to explain to them what's going on. It doesn't work. They just immediately go to insults. Insults and threats of violence every single time. They don't care. They're just a bunch of violent freaks who will go to the end of the world supporting their death cult leader, Hasan Piker. Hasan Dog Striker Piker.
There is no way, there is zero chance you come out at the end of it and you're still a Hasan fan. You believe that he's actually still telling the truth, because I actually provide facts and evidence with every single one of the accusations. He's changed the story like 5 times. Just get a bookcase or something instead of torturing the dog. Hasan is lying again. I'm shocked. Nope, you're not shocked. Only the dog is shocked.
I was gonna say that.
Responded.
On that day, she just had like a regular collar.
Then why did it have a beeping light? There was a light on. What kind of a regular car has a light on it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a dog wizard, right? But like, damn, that doesn't seem right. Yeah. Was there even a dog? Because I don't remember the dog. I don't think there was a dog.
I mean, yeah, here, just
yeah, it's like Dead Man Wonderland, where he got accused of killing his entire school, basically, and they put him up in prison, and they had video evidence of him doing it that was completely made up and fake. And that's what Hasan is claiming is happening to him.
Now,
okay.
Like 6 minutes ago, are you the dog abuser guy? Right?
Listen, bro, like, I think Hasan has mod in my chat. If somebody goes and threatens you, you got every right to ban them. Like, you want to ban them in my chat, you probably should report them to Dan or somebody, get them banned. Like, ain't nobody is supporting any sort of calls to violence. Nobody wants violence. Anybody making any sort of implication of even a 1% of that, you're not getting banned. We're gonna report your ass. You're cooked. You're done. We don't need that.
People who like sincerely are going like, you are a dog abuser and you must die.
I mean, it's because you changed the story and you had your friends talking about it that had different stories that lined up. I mean, you got to know that. I mean, like, and I'm not even saying that he told people that. I mean, I kind of feel bad because, like, you know, he does this shit with people all the time.
Yeah, he surrounds himself with a bunch of idiots who bow down to him and try and defend him constantly because they're in a death cult. But whenever you get people like that in a cult like that, people who are dumb enough to be in a cult, that's what you get, bro. Whenever they try and defend you, they're fucking stupid and they get everything wrong and they lie. And it's easy to see it.
He misunderstands shit with people all the time, and so I don't really feel that bad, but like, you know, on an empathetic level, I can get the exasperation he has for sure. I get it. I understand. I get it. But, you know, it's just
the most empathetic streamer right here, Asmongold.
That's just what happens, man. Like, you do this all the time, the eternal victim. Yeah, exactly, right? It seems like if you change your story that many times, like, I mean, really, it seems like you probably did, right?
Listen, in my opinion, there is zero reason to lie so many times if you actually didn't shock your dog, right? He's obviously trying to hide something. As we've seen from all of the clips, he's trying to hide the remote. He's very embarrassed of having this collar or this remote on stream because he knows it's wrong. It is blatantly obvious at this point. We have established a pattern of behavior. We've established the lies. At this point, he's more likely than not guilty. Gaslighting doesn't work when your entire life is recorded in 4K. The fact that he thought he could get away with this is mind-boggling.
Yep, dude, he is such a lol cow. Like, we're just farming him for content at this point. Because it's so easy. He makes it so easy.
This guy's so obviously lying to everyone, but also himself. He may even actually believe what he's saying.
Dude, I think so. I think we got a Boogie 2988 situation going on here. Actually, I think this is worse than Boogie 2988. Because at least Boogie will come out and say he's wrong and crash out about that. And say like, oh, I'm the worst person of all time. And I got more respect for Boogie than I do for Hasan Piker, and that's a crazy, crazy situation to find yourself in.
Yeah, this is what I'm sort of afraid of. The fact that he's lied so much, so many times, that he might have brainwashed himself to the point where he believes these lies, right?
Or he doesn't care, which is actually probably what's going on here. because he's a narcissist and a nihilist.
Can actually do that. That is a thing. For the record, Asmon never shocks his roaches. Asmon's roaches get treated better than Hasan's dog. That's diabolical. Bro's trying to gaslight the whole internet. That's the thing. He usually picks on one target, like Ethan. You're hallucinating anti-Semitism. Oh my god. You know, he tries to gaslight one person, but then when he tries to do it with the entire internet, it is not gonna work. Nah, dog. I'm shocked. They keep getting more creative with this. He'd rather neck his dog than admit he's wrong. I mean, I don't know, man. This is what I'm actually scared of. The fact that the internet is pressuring him so much that he takes out his frustration on the dog. That is like the worst case scenario. Dude's going through withdrawals, not being able to push the button. I imagine he's like spazzing under the table, like he's having like a muscle spasm his leg.
Yeah, he's probably, whenever he gets off stream, presses it even more because he's missing out on pressing that button. He gets a high from it.
He's like twitching or something. Moving on to Hasan trying to appeal to women. He's trying to use the simp strategy again. Hasan says he would get the same amount of hate if he were a woman and won't be isolated from Twitch aristocracy. So somebody commented, if you were a 100-pound woman, would you be getting this treatment? And it's regarding the dog situation.
Yeah, I think so. Because who do people...
Why are you still talking about it, dude? You're just making it worse.
Hate on the internet.
Like, every time I see this dude, he's got a different clip of him, like, looking at something to do with this whole dog shocking situation. It's fucking insane.
The most. Women. Like, women are the #1 op. My ops already hate women automatically. Women are the only group of people that get it.
Another lie. Holy shit. Look at all the people that came out in support of Emiru. Like, give me a fucking break, dude.
As hard as I do, if not worse. So yeah, all of the people that hate me also automatically hate women in general,
That
which is why
it's such a bullshit fucking lie. You sex pest.
Moved on from, like, well, they haven't really moved on from targeting me, but they've like very aggressively spread their hatred and animosity to all of my female friends. And
oh, okay, I see. No, you're talking about the people who are around you, not all women. You're just saying that as a manipulation and a lie. Bro, every fucking time. And he knows it. He fucking knows it. He's just saying it. Unless he doesn't, and he actually does believe it. Like, I don't know, man. At this point, like, what I think doesn't even matter. Because this dude has created a fake reality that doesn't make sense.
And they're going after them super aggressively, super hard. Is really fucked up.
He's talking about going after them super aggressively, talking about people that end up in the live stream chats or people who are making clips on Twitter.
Women get like the automatic misogyny train. Like, there are plenty of people, like, in order to hate on someone like myself, you need to learn exactly what.
How about instead of saying it, let's show it? How about that? Let's show what all these people are saying instead of just saying it. Because, once again, I think you're full of shit.
Why you must hate me. Some people will say, oh, I hate him because he's Muslim. Oh, I hate him because he's, anti-Israel, and therefore I think he...
Hasan just say he's Muslim? He's not. He's not even Muslim. Like, sure, he's from a Muslim country, but he's not a Muslim.
He's anti-Semitic. Oh, I hate him because he's a socialist but rich. But for women, there are a ton of people who just go, ooh, that's a woman. I hate that. The goal is to isolate you from the rest of the...
Let's show it. Let's see them receipts, shall we?
The Twitch community, and it's quite likely going to work. The more we discuss this, the worse it can get. No, I don't think it's going to work. It's just because the people that are trying to do that have already been isolated from the sphere in general, and it did hit the normie sphere, but it has not fucking worked, bro. It's just, it never. This is a thing that people have been trying to do for the past fucking 7 years, dude. What are you kidding me?
Oh my.
He is right about that. Nothing's gonna happen to him because the people around him actually run the fucking platform that he's popular on.
My god, this guy is so fucking pathetic. Who is actually buying this other than Taylor Lorenz, your #1 simp, dude? He actually thinks women are gonna look at this and go, oh my god, Hasan cares so much about me. He's so empathetic. He must have not zapped his dog. Brother, you are so fake. And I can assure you there.
Yeah, and all of the people around him are fake. The people who run Twitch are fake. And they're all a bunch of fucking terrorist supporters taking funny money to allow all this shit to happen. And it's all done on purpose. These Hollywood freaks. Every time, man. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
Plenty of women that hate you too. Okay, that's a guarantee. Comment below to prove us on wrong. Also, I find it rich coming from this guy, Mr. Grapes Never Happened. Mr. It's okay for rich women to get SA'd. Mr. Send me nudes on Snapchat that I can't even verify the age of, that I will show to my friends accidentally and start laughing with. Mr. Diddy Party Enjoyer. Mr. Bro Tips. Andrew Tate Knockoff is acting like he cares about women, bro. Give me a break. Give me a break, bro. Nobody is falling for this shit. But what about the women that hate him? In his mind, those are not women. They don't qualify as human beings, right? If you disagree with him, you're a lesser being, obviously. Moving on to Ethan going scorched earth. He has exposed Hasan's relationship. Apparently, he is actually dating Valkyrie. LSF removed this viral clip of Ethan Klein going rogue and exposing Hasan's relationship.
Of course.
That keeps his girlfriend a secret.
Right.
You know why, right? And I know this. I'll just spill the beans. I don't care at all about him.
Good.
That's his
Say
decision.
Preach, King!
I asked. I said, why do you keep your relationship with Valkyrie a secret? Who cares? Just you guys are dating, be together.
Because let me guess.
And it was his decision. Because he says he doesn't want people harassing her. It's like, I'm like, she's already like a huge
I can guess why.
internet personality.
He likes everybody dreaming of being with him.
That's obviously why. And that's why women do it too.
Oh my god. So
Yep.
Hasan basically hides his relationship like he's an OnlyFans.
Yeah, dude, streamers who are attractive do this. Who was it that got in trouble for this not too long ago, actually? And like, we already speculated this before, but I think Ethan just straight up confirmed it. I think we've talked about it even on this channel before, that pretty sure Valkyrie is in a relationship with Sean Piker. I don't remember who said it. Was it Asmongold? I don't remember. I'm gonna have to get a clip of that. I'm gonna have to really look deep for that. I don't know if I care enough.
Twitch girl, so that pathetic simp women in their 40s like Taylor Lorenz can pretend they might have a chance with him. I mean, I don't know, Hasan. Taylor might turn on you after hearing this information. You're walking on dicey territory. Okay, so if what Ethan says is actually true, this makes—
Was it Alinity? Was it Alinity? I don't remember, man.
The whole Valkyrie situation much worse, right? Because that would be why she was actually defending him, because they're sleeping together or something, right? Also, when she said, oh, I don't know what's going on, I don't follow this stuff, I'm not into all of this stuff, that would be a bold-faced lie. Because if you're dating Hasan, you obviously know a lot about him. There is zero chance. In fact, there's tons of clips of them spending a ton of time together on stream, you know, very close, eating food, touching up on each other, you know, dating type of stuff or whatever. That's why the rumors were even floating around in the first place. And I feel like there is zero chance a girlfriend would not know what their boyfriend is doing 10 hours a day, every day, right? And I assume that's why she apologized for DMing.
Fuck, it might have been Nux that was talking about this. Shit, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look.
Asmon or whatever, because Hasan probably fucking crashed out at her for daring to converse with the dark side or whatever. And let's just entertain the opposite scenario. Suppose she actually has no idea what Hasan does. She just happens to date this guy, but she has—
Maybe it was Ethan. Oh, fuck, man, I don't know. I'm like going through my head trying to remember, because I've heard this before from somebody. It might have been Ethan. He might have said it before.
No idea what he's doing 10 hours a day, every single day. She has no idea that he openly supports terrorists on stream, that he has calls to violence to actually murder other people, right? That he disagrees with politically. Suppose she's just unaware of all of that, right? That would be grossly incompetent, right? As a grown person in your 30s in a relationship, you should know what your partner is doing, especially when you're right there. You're like, there's no excuse for this. Obviously, she's playing dumb. She's playing dumb because she doesn't want to get involved in the whole situation. She has this whole innocent persona on the internet. But if you're dating Hasan, you're not very innocent. I'm sorry, you're not innocent. Okay, like we can assume a lot of things about you.
Yep, you're literally dating a terrorist. That's not good.
Just by the partner you chose. Keeping your girl in the closet so you can maintain an image of attainability for your sex cult is next level sociopath. It's all about power. Power over Valkyrie, power over his cult, who wants his micro PP, and power via electrocution to Kai just for fun. Disgusting. 30,000 gay men watching him just fell to their knees, which makes her, I reached out to Asmongold about how I should respond. All bollocks, these people are freaking demented. It's a soap opera. Ethan's wife is correct. It's better for business if Hasan is viewed as single to these parasocial psycho fan Twitch viewers. There's a lot to dislike about Hasan, but keeping the relationship
like Taylor Lorenz. It's the same kind of people, man.
is valid. She has nothing to do with this political content. This is the dumbest argument I've ever heard. If you are dating someone, right, whose entire life is about politics, right, you can't just say, I don't support him, right? I just don't support or agree with anything he does. You, by proxy, do support him, right? By being in a relationship with him, you are endorsing a lot of what he does, right?
Yeah, well, my husband has killed a bunch of people, but yeah, I don't agree with any of that. That has nothing to do with me. I haven't killed people. That's the same kind of energy.
This isn't guilty by association. You are literally a couple if this is true or whatever, right? So I just don't get this logic. Right, so then Ethan calls out all his ops, calls out Hasan in his orbit for their lies and covering up Collargate, points out that these people have been going after him and Hila for years.
Something on the back of the collar that we photoshopped in to look like a piece of tape.
Don't just believe an out of context clip, because that's what a lot of you guys are doing. It's like you just see a clip.
It was confirmed that it was a fucking vibration collar.
You literally
Confirmed by who? The guy who had the vibration collar?
He showed the fucking collar on stream.
To be like, no, look, he put tape over it.
I can't help but notice that it's the exact same people who have spent the last 2 years calling me and my wife baby killers. I hope for some people, seeing how shamelessly they lie right now to protect Hasan, lying about what we know we saw with our own eyes, like it's irrefutable that he used a shock collar, that if they can lie about something so stupid and it's so transparent, I hope that to some people, you can understand that they would be lying about me and Hila for the last 2 years. They're capable of it and they would do it and they have done it. So
Yep, and a lot of them are like some of the biggest streamers in the world, like Pokimane, like Valkyrie, like so many others in that space. Ludwig, QT Cinderella.
No, if you've been someone that has listened to one of these people talk about how big of a Zionist me or my wife is, I would urge you to maybe just take a second look.
It's just so funny how it's the exact same people. It's almost like liars are lying about everything here. If you can get away with one lie, you can just keep doing it over and over and over again. And that's why none of these people can ever be trusted regarding any story ever again.
They are all lolcows. They are basically just, I don't know, pigs on a farm. And we're just watching them wallow around in mud and shit.
You cannot trust these people to report the news, do journalism or whatever, Taylor Lorenz's journalism, or tell you the actual facts of the situation, because they look at it and they respond in a variety of ways, such as closing it, like Sasha, who just fucking closes it the second she hears something that goes against her, worldview. Or there's Taylor Lorenz, who just lie about all the facts blatantly, knowing the truth as well. They just deny reality.
Yeah, nobody ever does anything about any of this, so why would they ever stop? Why would they ever change?
And run cover for disgusting freaks like Hasan. Moving on to Twitch covering for Hasan. Twitch timed out a Twitch partner on their Prime Video channel for sending free Kaya in chat.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. Twitch is run by fucking terrorists. They're taking fucking terrorist money. That's what I've been saying, man. Why else would they be covering all of this for Hasan? Like, that's their golden boy. We've been saying it the entire time. Dude, like, what the hell is going on? Actually, what is going on? It blows my mind.
Interesting. Why would you need to ban Free Kaya in a chat on your Prime Video channel? Twitch is so full of Hasan glazers, it's pathetic, bro. Fucking damn.
The entire site. And I bet if anybody who works for Twitch comes out against Hasan, just even ever so slightly behind the scenes, they are removed and they're fired. Because everybody is in a cult. They're all in a fucking death cult. They're all a bunch of leftoid freaks.
And Goning Lord Clancy, dude. Hasan has betrayed you. Okay, this is the only way I can get through to him. He's dating Valkyrie, alright? Apparently, it's time to turn on him, Dan. What? What? You're gonna keep jacking it? What? You're gonna buy a new Goning rag? Okay, Dan. Alright, man. You do you, I guess. Oh my god. For the love of God, bro, Twitch needs to be shut down. What an absolute nuclear reactor of a platform just waiting to explode. Twitch.
Yeah, I think they're going to end up shutting themselves down. I think they're just going to crumble. Amazon needs to do something at this point, man. Like, how in the fuck are they not doing anything? I just don't think they care. I think they're just raking in cash from all over the world, every single fucking place that Amazon has their little grubby little fingers in. They're just raking cash. They don't care. More and more and more money. But they'll do something about it as soon as Twitch is starting to gain traction in the mainstream of being a terrorist-run platform. Then they'll do something about it.
Is complacent with animal mistreatment undeniable at this point?
So, when is Twitch going to court for terrorism? I just said that because that's all I could think of. Twitch is not going to court for terrorism. However, Dan Clancy, CEO of Twitch, has been invited to testify at a U.S. House Oversight and Government Reform Committee hearing scheduled for October 8th, 2025, alongside CEOs Discord, Reddit, and Steam. This hearing was called by Chairman James Comer to examine the role of online platforms in the radicalization of users, particularly in the wake of the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk on September 10th. The invitation is part of a congressional investigation into whether these platforms have been used to incite politically motivated violence, not an allegation of terrorism against Twitch itself. Which I think at this point is pretty fucking obvious what's happening. The invitations are not subpoenas, so attendance is not legally mandatory. So I don't think anybody showed up. And it was postponed. The congressional hearing, originally scheduled for October 8th, involving Twitch, Discord, Reddit, and Steam executives, was postponed on the day it was set to occur. As of now, no new date has been announced. Fucking incompetent government we got here. Like, I agree somewhat with what they're doing with illegal immigrants, but we have to do something about the fucking terrorism. And then we get this. This is nothing. What is this?
I mean, is this really the thing we're going to talk about? They were complacent with terrorist support, guys. I mean, come on. You were being such a baby. It's just Hasan. Go get his dog again. Moving on to the FaZe guys testing out shock collars, and they are shocked at how much it hurts, even at the low settings.
Tries to no.
Now let's do. Wait.
So what do you want? What do you want?
Do one. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You just pissed on my fucking floor. Oh! Whoa!
And then he shocked him. And then he.
I swear
Yeah, I've put on a shock collar before too. My grandpa had me do it because he was like, "You want to feel what a shock collar feels like?" And I put it on my neck, and he turned it on the lowest setting. And dude, let me tell you, does not feel good.
Are you ready? Oh. And I'm not gonna lie, that's not even double shot. Holy shit, you're gonna try to see some people like this. Oh my god. If you tweet that vibe,
damn.
I'm gonna lay on the ground and go. Wait, that actually did hurt. So what's the highest level? 99. There's zero chance.
99?
From what I heard was they do 20. But why does it even?
Some guy in chat, Hasan does 99.
Not gonna lie, Hasan probably goes plus ultra with that shit. He probably goes Super Saiyan,
Right.
turns that shit up to over 9,000. But honestly,
Yeah, I could see him be like, well, I do use a shock collar, guys, but I have it on the lowest setting and it does not hurt. And then it's going to come out that he puts it on the highest setting. And then he's just going to be like, well, my dog's just a bad dog. No, he'd never do that. He'd never going to come out and say that he actually did anything bad.
like this guy was tweaking at apparently the 5 setting and it goes up to 99. That is diabolical, bro. Why do they even sell that? Surely that's gonna like burn the animal or whatever the heck. Oh my god.
Yeah, a lot of the big countries have banned it. A lot of states have banned it.
Anyways, moving on to Hasan's second dog, Jellywig. He's now confused why people are bringing him up in the drama, saying that he's not actually close friends with Hasan.
Yeah, I don't know how exactly, but I have somehow...
Because you glaze Hasan constantly and you never come out against him, but you still always bring him up. That's why.
I've been deeply attached to the Hasan dog collar situation.
Yeah, also QT Cinderella goes to his house constantly, every day apparently, and tried to come out and defend him. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's blowing smoke.
To the point where Michael Reeves and I were hanging out yesterday. We went to a haunted house, and he was telling me he has a Patreon, if you don't know. A Patreon member unsubscribed from him because they said, I cannot in good conscience say subscribe to you when you are so close to Ludwig, who is so close to Hasan. And so I have to unsubscribe.
Yeah, all these people, all the top people are shaking hands. Like, they're all in it together.
So I paid.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
For dinner for Michael yesterday because of that. But how many degrees of separation are you going? You're pretty deep at that point.
You're all the same. A bunch of Hollywood Twitch streamer freaks. Like, it's the same with celebrities.
I wouldn't even call that guilty by
like real celebrities.
Association. You are so far. Michael? I think what I suffer from is the...
Well, Michael is also in that offline TV, is that what it's called? With a bunch of people who defended Hasan Piker. So, kind of miss me with that shit.
The teacher phenomenon.
You're all a bunch of evil, lying, manipulative, money-hungry freaks.
I've long held a huge distinction between my actual friends and then my streamer friends. I've very, very few friends who are streamers in reality. Mostly because Slime makes fun of me anytime I hang out with the streamer. So, you know, that might have been part of my guilty conscience all these years. Anytime I hang out with the streamer, I think of Slime being mad at me for not hanging out with him. But much like a teacher, all right, what I do offline is irrelevant. My whole life, I think through people's lenses, I'm best friends with, I'm assuming it's what people think, Sea-Dog VA and Squeaks. And then my like next follow-up is like Hasan and Valkyrie and Fusli. and that's probably the 5 people I hang out with the most. At least people do know that I hate Lily Pichu and think she's a bitch.
Okay, first off, of course, nobody should be harassing Michael Reeves or whatever. I don't know what's up with that. Obviously, some people are just going to take it too far and go after.
Yeah, but also, I kind of don't care. It's not like he was going after Michael Reeves. It sounded to me like, well, I'm going to cancel my Patreon subscription to you because you are connected to Hasan. Very, very closely connected. You all work in the same space. All these streamers can go fuck themselves.
Random unrelated people, but you got to keep him away from
No, he's very related.
Hasan because he probably has some cool shock gadgets in his arsenal. He's gonna lend them to Hasan, obviously. Second off, Ludwig acting like people don't know why he's being called out. Buddy, you quit your entire channel because of Hasan, all right? You got the collar wrapped around your privates. Obviously, people are mad because normally you'd call out somebody who did something obviously wrong, but when it comes to Hasan, you're very quiet, right? And now he sort of has the excuse of like, oh, I quit drama completely, but we all know why you did that in the first place, right? Third thing, I don't really care how close they actually are. I just know his girlfriend, QT, goes to his house on a regular basis. She has a podcast with him.
Every day, she says.
Promotes him, helps him earn money. Apparently Ludwig plays fucking basketball with him offline or something. You clearly still like the guy. You still associate with him. I don't really care if they're best friends or not. I just think he's a bit spineless. Okay, he's King Jellyfish, and I would appreciate him, you know, speaking out against his son. But okay, he wants to keep his old clique and his community. Yeah, this is never gonna change. All right, it just seems like he's very content with what he's doing right now. Is that him trying to say he's not that close friends with his son, but he's actually very scared to say that? Yup. Pretty much. Basically saying that, oh, people think I'm very good friends with Hasan, but actually I'm not that very good friends with Hasan, but I'm not gonna explicitly say it because I'm still afraid of Hasan. Seems like he's a streamer friend, not
Yeah, because the money is tied together. It's not really that they're friends. It's the money.
a real friend, but it's meaningless as long as people can't say it openly. That's the thing. People don't know your private life, so they're gonna assume based on the online interactions, right? And from what everybody sees, it really seems like, you know, you're like some level of friends or whatever, right? And I remember even when he like banned him from streamer games or something, he never said like, I did this because I hate Hasan or something. He's like, AT&T didn't want him there. The sponsor didn't want him there. As if to imply, hey, I actually wanted him there, but because of the sponsor, I couldn't have him there, right? So shit like that. Hasan got the shot color around his balls. So spineless is exactly the topic you should be making a mogul mail video. Be sweet for Hasan because his girlfriend thinks he's hot. Okay, that's crazy. But also why she's visiting his house. That's diabolical. Fatality. Moving on to the streamer with the worst takes every single time. The guy who was making fun of dead kids and now he's defending Hasan. NMP lol comments on Collargate.
At least speaking from my personal experience, because I've met Kaya, you know, and Hasan's a good friend of mine.
I don't care what NMP has to say. He is also a garbage piece of shit who thinks that poor people are below him. So, like, nah. He also constantly lies. Also, the thing where he was making fun of dead kids. Like, sure, you can do that technically, legally. I think you're going to be a garbage individual and go fuck yourself. I'm not going to believe anything that you say.
I can tell you that dog is loved. Like,
oh yeah.
You know, regardless of what happened or didn't happen. I have no idea if it happened or not, but dog.
I don't know if it happened, but that dog is loved. Well, I know some parents who had kids who definitely loved their kids, and the kids definitely loved their parents. They still abused them. So, miss me with that shit. Out of touch, garbage. How do you know? Why would you even say anything? Just keep your fucking mouth shut.
Dogs that aren't loved don't act the way Kaya acts. Dogs that are
This person's dog expert, apparently. Everybody's a dog expert, apparently.
Mistreated and, you know, that have abuse, they're not, like, well-trained. Like, you know, they act out. You know, like, the dogs that are, like, you know, chained in the yard all the time are the ones that be, like, you know, biting people as they run by.
Yeah, this dog wasn't chained in the yard all the time, though. It was strapped to a bed.
But Kaya, on the other hand, like, you know, that, like, I remember I was sitting at Hasan's house a couple years ago, and, you know, this big...
It's funny. It's funny how the same evil, garbage, disgusting freaks that we always talk about are the ones who are coming out to defend Hasan Piker. Holy shit, dude. It's just like... It's literally good versus evil at this point. It's the truthers versus the liars. It's the normal people versus the money-hungry, evil, disgusting, degenerate freaks.
Old fluff ball just comes running down the stairs, you know, jumps on top of me, starts licking my face as if we were best friends forever, you know. So the dog's definitely, at least from what I've seen, is definitely well-loved.
Save me, Nick.
You know?
Save me.
I have a friend with a dog, by the way. Dog would do that same thing, but all day, every day, that dog was locked in a closet. I mean, it was kind of a big closet. It was like kind of a walk-in closet, but you can just walk in, you know, standing around in one place, but the dog was locked in a closet. 2 dogs, actually. It's just the other one was kind of dumb and lazy and just laid there. But she was like that too. But she was locked in a closet all day, every day, shitting and pissing all over the floor and laying in it. Because the dude was too lazy. By the way, we are not friends anymore because that dude, for some reason, whenever I started talking about Crunchyroll being a pedophile platform, he crashed out. I wasn't even talking to him or about him. It's crazy how that happens, man.
Maybe that's what it was.
Can I ask a question just as like I'll be devil's advocate
Yeah.
or not devil's advocate? I'll be the kind of outsider asking.
Mhm.
How does Kaya actually have to sit on that bed? Does she sit on that bed for hours during the streams? Like, is it?
I have no idea because to be fair, I've been there and I was on a stream before for 8 hours, and I don't think Kaya was in there.
By the way, I'm gonna go back to that. I just want to explain something real quick about my ex-friend with the Crunchyroll thing. I want to clarify because I was literally just talking about Crunchyroll and how it was a pedophile platform, and the right answer would have been like, "Oh, well, I haven't seen any of that content because I don't watch anything like that." No, he just came out and said, "Call me a pedophile, I dare you," and I was like, "What?" He's like, I don't care if they've got that stuff on there. I'm still going to pay for my anime. And I was just like, what the hell? I'm not even... Okay. Okay, I guess you're a pedophile. Because holy shit. Why are you supporting the pedophile content?
You guys gotta be stupid on purpose. Like, this has to be rage baiting or something, dude. What the fuck? I visited her a couple times. She's fine, guys. Just imagine this was a human they were talking about, dude. It would be so insane to even suggest. Nobody cares what your experience is, you absolute moron. We used our eyeballs and we saw it and we saw the cover up. You're not gonna change anybody's mind, you absolute moron. NMP comments on a woman being abused by her husband. I can tell you that woman is loved. I have no idea it did happen or not. Women who aren't loved don't act the way she does. They act out. Jesus Christ, it's actually unbelievable how morally broken and regarded these pieces of shit are. What he's saying isn't even true. Doc doesn't necessarily act out if it's being abused. It's a brain-dead midwit pseudoscience. Why are they so freaking terrified of Hasan? Well, this guy in particular, I don't think he's scared of Hasan. He's just a moron. He's just like an actual idiot. So, yeah.
Why did he have to come out and say anything? Like, he's one of the dumbest people. I think he's dumber than Hasan, actually. Like, he's so stupid. Like, holy shit, he's so stupid.
Some people are actually just stupid and some people are actually scared. Now click this video and while you're at it, go watch the other 140 episodes. It is cinema guaranteed.
Dude, we're probably going to go all the way up to episode 1000 and beyond. All right, now let's check out this Mizkif thing with Asmongold, where Asmongold called him out.
This is why we're not invited anymore. You know that, right? Like, we just make these shitty ass remarks. This is why everyone fucking hates us, E-Rob.
Yep.
Everyone like has these theories on why everyone hates us. They hate us because we just do this. We just shit on everyone.
I don't even do that. It's only when I'm with you.
I'll be honest. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care anymore. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
I'm with you on that.
I can't care to try to pretend to have friendships anymore. I can't care.
I don't get invited anymore anyway, bro.
Nope. No, you don't. We don't get invited.
Wow.
There were 2 RV trips going on. We got no invites to either. Took a fucking tandem bike all the way to damn Twitchcon last minute. Fucking Burger Planet's gonna pick us up in his van soon. With some disabled chick in the back of the seat.
What?
I saw this earlier. I want to go back. This was in July 8th. I know you guys don't know yet. Oh man, I guarantee you, bro, like they've been crashing out on each other for a while. People are going to be saying some shit about each other in a bit.
Oh, dude, it's about to get so much worse. I think Emiru's right about orgs falling apart and like these streamers' relationships falling apart because everything's so fake. That's what happens whenever you fake relationships. They come apart. And Twitch is circling the drain. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Kick.com/Asmongold right here. Not twitch.com/ or twitch.tv/ Asmongold. No, kick.com.
I will say this. If any of these guys drop receipts on each other and anybody lies or misrepresents anything, I will be there to correct the record. Well, here I am. That's not why people don't want to collaborate with Miz. It has nothing to do with it.
Oh, shit.
And he knows that. Nothing to do with it. And also, it doesn't have a lot to do with Tectone either. He's lying. I don't know why he would say that. I don't know why he would do that. Now, I have not said anything about this at all. I have not gone into this on any level. But that's not why. It's not even close to why. Spill the tea? I don't think I'm gonna have to. I've got a feeling, I might not have to. So, I don't know. Don't leave us hanging. What can I say? I love a show. To be continued.
Fuck.
Probably by somebody else.
But Asmongold's gonna react to it and talk about it.
So, anyway, yeah, that's not the reason. It's not the reason. It's never the reason. Has nothing to do with it. It's completely separate. So, yeah, give us a hint. No. You see, you guys have to understand that I'm not involved with any of this shit anymore. I'm not engaged with any of this shit anymore. And when the bullets start flying, the videos are going to start coming.
Dude,
I'm going to cover
wait.
this whole thing. We're going to be going through the whole thing. Why vague? Because there are some people who deserve to tell the story more than I do. How about that?
Okay, man. All right. Well, I think the reason Asmongold says that says it like that is because the people who are going to tell the story see that and they're like, oh, it's time. It's almost time.
This is why we're not invited anymore. You know that, right?
Yep. And I think this is it. I think Mizkif, Emiru, I think this is really what it involved. Mizkif has slept with nearly all of the female streamers in Austin. There, I said it. He banged Emiru, Extra Emily, Bonnie, Cinna, Clara, and more. Too long to list. I've been hearing so much about this. I'm starting to think that this is true. And he was an actual garbage piece of shit. And there was some kind of weird sexual degenerate, like almost cult-like behavior with this guy. Where this dude is an actual sex pest. And he kind of seems like it. He kind of looks like it. He kind of acts like it. No, I think that's what's going on here. Maybe it's worse. Maybe it's way worse. Maybe there's this whole degenerate ring of sex that's going on in the streamer world. And I bet Asmongold knows all about it. Because these are all a bunch of high school bullshit freaks. And that's just something that high school bullshit freaks do. And it's so sad. It's so sad. I cannot wait. I got my PayPal link down there in the comments. You should definitely donate to that. I'd love you forever, man. I'll see you in the next one.